Hey guys, this is Z's Comics, Movies, TV, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Kind of a slow week for news stuff, I think.
I think it's the after Comic Con.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. After Comic Con, there's always kind of a lull in the information.
We partied hard, and now we're just kind of like
we're nursing all the infographic hangover. Exactly. All right, but we do have a few things to talk about. First off, in anime news, The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic has been confirmed to get a season 2, and no, we are not talking about that one. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're thinking.
I don't.
You don't want to know, okay?
Okay.
Because I know, and I'm saying you don't want to know, you really don't want to know.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll take his word for it.
It is on High Dive. I will leave it at that, okay? And I'm not going to say anymore. But the one that we're talking about is the one on Crunchyroll that anybody can watch and that anybody should watch. All right? The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, kind of a dark horse, I think. I did not have any faith in this anime when I was watching it. I thought it was going to be a palate cleanser. You know what I mean? You watch the heavy stuff, and then you watch this, and you're like, okay, I don't hate the world anymore. But this one, really good. The story got me. It is silly in a lot of parts, but The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, Season 1 is on Crunchyroll right now. I highly recommend you give it a shot, okay? And like always, whenever I introduce anybody to anime, I always tell them, dude, give it 3 episodes, okay? If it doesn't grab you by the 3rd episode, it ain't gonna grab you, all right? But yeah, I highly recommend it, and I'm gonna suggest.
One Piece.
Dude, I tried an entire season. I couldn't get behind it, but
it's too many.
If
people tell me, if people that love it say I can skip like 2 seasons, I just
I'm not a fan of that, but yeah, but this one, watch the first few episodes. If you like it, I think you'll like it. It should be on Hulu because Crunchyroll and Hulu kind of go hand in hand. And also in anime news, earlier today, August 7th,
of possibly the year.
This was weird. Okay, I didn't even hear about it until you told me. But around what for us, it was around noonish,
like 2 o'clock. Like 2 o'clock.
So a bunch of anime.
I was like Texas time. I think we're in Central.
Oh yeah, we're in Central.
Yes.
But yeah, a bunch of anime got their episodes leaked. Ranma 1/2, episodes 1, 3, and 4. I don't know what happened to 2. Maybe that one was under lock and key. We don't know.
Had better security.
Probably. And Dan. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't know.
Episodes 1 and 2 got leaked. Terminator Zero, the entire series from Netflix, got leaked. Okay.
Yeah.
And the feature-length anime movie Mononoke got leaked as well. And whoever did it rubbed out the timestamps. They rubbed out the watermarks. I do not recommend going to watch these because they're probably on websites of ill repute.
I don't know. I may have had some years in the past where I will neither confirm nor deny if I took part in Pirate Bay, but I am now on the line now where I'm like, hey,
I don't want to give my phone computer aids.
That, and I'm like, the people,
dude,
the people that put their time and effort into this,
if you want more, support the show.
Watch it where it's supposed to be at.
All right.
Because this is why we're never getting a Kick-Ass 3. Which sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Kick-Ass 2 may not have been the best, but it was good, and it deserved that 3rd movie.
It was not good, but it was fun.
It was,
okay?
Yes.
It was not good, but it was fun. I'm gonna stick behind that, all right?
So come on. Don't go out and watch them where they leak. Don't go looking for them.
And you don't even have that long to wait. I mean, Terminator Zero comes out at the end of the month.
Exactly.
Ranma 1/2, I think, comes out in a few weeks, and Dan, I think, was next week, 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
The Mononoke movie, that was the first time I heard about it. So I'm color me intrigued, but I'm gonna wait until that comes out. And sticking to the Eastern news, Shadow the Hedgehog is getting a manga. Shadow the Hedgehog is getting a manga starting in September from Kokoro Connect, I believe it is. And yeah, that about does it for our anime news. Moving on to other stuff. Venom 3, Venom the Last Dance. I thought they were wrapped up production, but today we got a notification that it's moving production to New York City. And if you can read into it a little more, this is just news. This is just rumors. It's just rumors. But I'm hoping.
Hero with a mouth?
I thought that was Deadpool.
He's the Merc with a mouth.
Yeah.
Mercs aren't necessarily heroes.
I mean,
He's a
but
hero for hire.
Venom 3's production, Venom: The Last Dance, is moving to New York City, and it's just a rumor, so take it with a huge grain of salt. There are beliefs that this is going to help introduce that universe's version of
Friendly
Spider-Man.
neighborhood hero.
Maybe, we don't know.
Could be Andrew.
I hope it's Andrew. I think they'd have really good chemistry. All right.
He deserves something.
So yeah, that's the news about Venom: Last Dance. Moving on to video games, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. All right, that is the remake of the cult classic. I call it a cult classic. It's PS3, two gens ago, and it came out of nowhere. Okay. Lollipop Chainsaw was made in conjunction with Suda51 or Suda57 and James Gunn. All right.
James Gunn.
Yes, James Gunn directed the original with Tara Strong as Juliet Starling.
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong played the main heroine, the main character, Juliet Starling, who was a 17-year-old cheerleader at Romero High. Okay. Her boyfriend was played by Michael Rosenbaum.
Ooh.
And he was, he had a letter jacket, all that stuff, and he ends up almost dying in like the first 5 minutes. And she ends up doing dark magic in order to preserve his to help keep him alive.
Keep him alive.
Yeah, but problem is the zombie virus spreads too fast, so she had to cut off his head.
Oh, he's headless.
So my
boy's headless.
No, he's bodiless.
Bodiless. He's a head.
He is a head. He is a head.
He's
That's
the
original
Joker
game
from that one Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes,
Wow.
And literally, he is hanging off of her skirt. Like she's like did some magic. She like got a belt, and he is literally dangling from her skirt. And yes, that is in the original game. And I haven't seen much news about this aside from the storyline isn't going to change.
Okay.
And Suda51 is not coming back for it. James Gunn isn't coming back for it.
Okay.
I don't even know who they got to voice Juliet Starling. I know that for the live action events, one of the cosplayers was Peachy Milky, and she's actually replacing Jessica Nigri as the live action ambassador of the video game series. So that's pretty cool. And I actually follow her on Instagram, and her stuff is really good. She's actually the character model for Luna Freya, and I want to say Ashley from Resident Evil 4 for the PS5. Yeah.
Okay.
So not only that, but Lollipop Chainsaw Repop moves release up by about 12 days to September 12th. So we're going to get it earlier. It's awesome. And Five Nights at Freddy's is celebrating its 10 years, I think later this year or early next year. And in conjunction to that, we're getting a lot of news coming from Five Nights at Freddy's that's still being compiled. But one of the big ones is it's getting a Dead by Daylight crossover for next summer. So 2025, the summer of 2025 is coming out. And in random news, Tenacious D, they made waves over at the Australian venue, and we're not doing political stuff, right? We're not doing political stuff. We are here. Jack
Black, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We all love Jack Black. Right? We are Mexicans, and we give him a pass.
Is one of his greatest films ever.
Exactly. Like, it is. It just is. Okay.
Is.
All right.
That's not much to say.
To me, he's an honorary Mexican.
He is. He's Nacho.
You got to do it right. Nacho. You got to do the squeaky voice.
I can't do it like him though.
Okay.
I'm not as great.
But anyway, Tenacious D has not broken up, according to Jack Black, and will eventually start up their tours. You can totally break the D.
You can. No bones.
I mean, it's cartilage. You can break cartilage.
Not necessarily.
All right, we're getting into some
we're getting
stuff. We're getting un-PG-13, okay? So yeah, according to Jack Black, Tenacious D hasn't broken up. They're just taking a little bit of time away, reevaluating some stuff, hiatus.
Yes.
I hope that's true because I love their music.
Yes.
Okay, their music is great.
They do.
All right.
They got the saxoboom. The only people that can play a saxoboom.
A saxoboom?
Yes. You don't know about the saxoboom?
I don't know about the saxoboom.
Saxoboom?
Tell me about the saxoboom.
Bro, it is one of the hardest instruments to ever play.
What?
The saxoboom. Here we go.
Derek, as our resident musician, what is a saxoboom?
A saxoboom?
Yes.
I'm not.
It's one of the hardest instruments to ever play.
Oh my God! So okay, hang on.
Let me turn this down. That's an ad.
Is it a theremin?
No, it's a saxoboom.
I see. Because
Wait, is it the one with the face at the end?
It's a toy, or well, it's like a saxophone, but it's a saxoboom. It's a different kind of instrument. A lot of people confuse them.
oh yeah, those.
Oh, the thing with the like little curvy face on the bottom.
Looks similar.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
It's a
All
very-
right.
See, look at this. Look at
Okay,
this.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. All right.
See?
2,
So-
3, 4,
1, 2, 3 for the level.
Yeah, I have to turn it down for that. But yes.
Okay.
See? Talented.
Yeah.
Talented,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I'll give you. I didn't know what a saxoboom was.
Yes.
All right. But
Not
now,
many people do, but now you're in the know.
Now I
Now you're
know.
in the
Now
know.
we all know.
Exactly. The
Kind of.
saxoboom.
All right. So we're going to leave you with a review of Batman: The Caped Crusader episodes 1 and 2. Okay. That actually came out last week on Thursday, and it is a Bruce Timm produced Batman series set in the 1920s, just about. And I got to say, man, I've been reading a lot of negative stuff about this series. From they went, they went woke. They did gender bent. I don't care.
Yeah.
All I care is that it's a good story,
It's a good
and
story.
damn it, it's a good story.
with it.
Okay, episode 1 and episode 1. I'm watching the credits. The credits are not as dynamic as the Batman the Animated Series. So Bruce Timm, do better for season 2.
There's a lot to live up to when it comes
There
to Batman
is a
animation.
lot to live up to with
Batman animation in
Yes.
particular.
All right. And in most cases, it doesn't hit the mark,
But it still gives something.
It gets there.
It's something.
This one, however, I think it hit the mark, aside from the opening credits,
Yes.
okay? Now, I will talk about the opening credits just because you got some names in there,
Yes.
okay? We got Bruce Timm, obviously. We have J.J. Abrams as a
Yes.
producer as well. We have
JJ.
Ed Brubaker
Mr.
as
Camera
a
Flare.
as another producer, and then we have Ed Brubaker is actually a comic. I want to say he's a writer, and he helped produce a lot of Batman comics, especially Gotham Central. And then we got Greg Rucka. He's helping on. He's one of the writers in the writing room, and Greg Rucka is a fantastic writer in and of itself. I love his stuff. I love his noir stuff, and it is really felt like his style was here. He's not the only writer in the room, but like those were some huge names attached to this project, and I didn't know anybody aside from Bruce Timm was attached to this project of note. But that's pretty cool. Moving on to the actual review of the actual storyline, we start off and Batman's still a myth. Everybody that's seen him is in the hospital, and they're like, "Oh, dude's just hopped up on
Doing
painkillers,"
the
kind
I'm
of stuff.
telling you, man.
Yeah,
a
pretty
giant
much.
bat.
That's pretty much how they play it. They're like, no, he says he saw the bat. Nah, he ain't seen the bat. He's over there hopped up on painkillers. No, it's his design seems very reminiscent of the original design in Detective Comics issue 27.
They're black and white, kind of like this over here.
Actually, yes, kind of like that, minus the gauntlets. It's just his just gloves, okay?
Gloves,
not even up to the forearm. It's right
It's like
here to the
batting gloves.
wrist.
It's
Yeah,
like batting gloves. If you
Exactly.
ever play baseball or anything.
and it's a very low tech kind of stuff. He doesn't really have a whole lot of gadgets yet. His
Starting out.
car's super cool. First episode, he goes up against the mob. All right, and who better to be the first mob boss that he takes down than the Penguin? Right? I mean, this is part of like solicitations. We got Mini Driver playing a gender bent Penguin, and it works. Okay, I know people don't like their people gender bent or whatever. I honestly don't care.
When you're a fan of comics, can you really be? There's so many different iterations,
exactly.
and it's like
Like-
as long as the story is good, it don't matter.
Exactly. As long as it serves a part of the story, and
Exactly.
it does serve a part of the story. I'll let y'all guys watch it to figure out exactly how, because I'm not. I'm
always.
trying to keep away from as many spoilers as I
Make your own
can.
opinions.
We got Barbara Gordon. She's a public defender going up against Harvey Dent, the DA, who's running for mayor. And this is, like I said, this is part of the solicitations. So he's trying to be tough on crime and all that stuff. Side note: Harvey Dent, voiced by previous Batman actor from Brave and the Bold, Diedrich Bader. Yes, and it works, man. Diedrich Bader is a fantastic voice actor, no matter what, and he's a good actor. All right, like, do you remember? I highly doubt you remember, but the Drew Carey Show, loved him as Oswald.
Kind of a little bit,
Yeah,
not too much.
but anyway, I think he was a UPS driver back then.
Yes, he ups.
Yeah, he ups. But yeah, he plays a pretty prominent role. He seems to be sticking around for the long haul. Like I said, we're only doing 1 and 2 right now. Barbara Gordon, Public Defender. She's on the side of the angels kind of thing. At this point in Gotham's history, in Gotham's life, half the police are bent or a little bit crooked a little bit, and then you have people like Gordon. Renee Montoya gets name dropped, and like a few others here and there, and Batman, he picks up a gun. And
he has picked up guns before,
like,
especially when he first started out. People forget those issues.
People forget that Batman and Superman used to kill people.
Yes.
All right.
They were a lot like Marvel superheroes.
You get thrown into a wall by Superman, you are dead.
Yes.
You dead. Dude, and it was as late as the 70s when 80s when KGB got first introduced.
Yes.
He straight up left him in
disfigured.
No, he left him in a storeroom closet, completely out, and it was enclosed. He was basically entombed. He buried him alive, and that is in a comic. I don't know how the hell he got out, but yeah, he straight up left him to die.
But yeah,
episode 1, you find out some stuff about where Gotham is politically, criminality, all that stuff, right? And you find out who Batman can trust and who he wants to trust, kind of stuff.
But does he really trust anybody? This is Batman we're talking about.
This is a different Batman. All right,
true.
He doesn't even call Alfred by his name. He calls him Pennyworth.
Pennyworth.
Yeah, I think it's kind of rude.
I know.
All right?
It's so cold.
And
on first name basis.
Yeah, exactly.
Man that changed his diapers.
Yep, exactly. Weird part. Nathan Lane actually made a cameo appearance in like the opening for this one, so it was kind of cool. I think I enjoy anything like Nathan Lane does. But yeah, the bottom line, I give this one a solid. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Okay, just because we don't really get a whole lot of characterization from Batman or Bruce, aside from he's already doing this and nobody else will.
Yeah.
Episode 2. Name drop. I don't know if it's gonna come to anything, but Basil Karlo, aka in the original comic books, in the original Batman the Animated Series, Basil Karlo was a Clayface.
Yes.
This one, I'm not sure. He's an actor. Bruce Wayne was last seen with a murder victim, and he gets taken to the precinct for questioning, stuff like that. Pretty standard noir stuff. Finding out who he can trust again. He drops a bug on some people, and the storyline is just good. And then you have somebody show up that kind of looks like the Shadow, but is a bad guy. Like hardly anybody remembers the was it not Ben Affleck, Alec Baldwin movie, The Shadow, which was basically a precursor to Batman.
Yes.
But yeah, the bad guy for episode 2 kind of brings up that kind of vibe, shadow vibe, just in design wise only, aside from the murderous intent, and it just, all of it seems very on point for the detective noir stuff that it's going through. Like I said, I highly recommend it. This one, I think I gave an 8 out of 10, just because 8 out of 10, because it got you moving a little forward. It got you to not only see Batman, because Bruce Wayne didn't even Bruce Wayne popped up for a few seconds, maybe a minute altogether in the first episode. Bruce Wayne pops up, and he's actually kind of he's using his Bruce Wayne-ness in the second one a little more than episode 1. And it shows how, no matter what, Bruce Wayne is always Batman.
He's Batman.
All right?
He's Batman. That's what he comes to believe himself as.
Yep. Even when he handles that last hour of truth, he is Batman.
He's Batman.
But yeah, bottom line, I gave episode 2 an 8 out of 10. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the series. I highly recommend you watch the rest of the series and report back and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Aside from that, I think we're done
for the most part. Yeah. I mean, the only other thing is Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah,
the final season is coming out.
Final season of Umbrella Academy coming out August 8th.
And we'll see how it goes.
I'm not staying awake for it.
I'm not staying awake
staying awake
for it
for it.
either. Like,
Well-
I like this. I like the series. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, I'm not staying awake for it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just watch
like for
it
us,
when
it
it-
drops in like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just gonna watch it.
I'm gonna go home and watch. I'm gonna go home and watch Exploding Kittens after the rest of the Cake Crusader.
There you go.
All right, and hit that like, subscribe if you like us doing being dumb.
Exactly.
Share us with your friends,
Uh-huh.
and follow all the links and stuff on our bio and the about us descriptions, all that stuff. And we'll see you next week, or a little sooner if we decide to make another video.
Possibly. Could be.
I think we're gonna make. I think I'm gonna make another
We got
video
the
tomorrow.
Marvel stuff coming in tomorrow.
I think we'll make a small video tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah.
We got stuff. I'm reading the Night